Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly psychic tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You might want to check your other placements if this reading doesn't resonate, or even if this reading does resonate, check your other placements for further confirmation and further messages. So, all right, Virgo, let's get to your reading. In the past, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, ending a very exhausting cycle. It feels like you're carrying more of the burdens energetically. It feels like you're carrying the burdens of the people around you. I'm even getting that you're carrying the karmic. You're carrying like karma for other people. Yeah, it looks like in the past you were on a timeline where there was a lot of deception. It feels like the foundation is based in lack, in lies, in deception, and a lack of success as well. So it feels like your job is to ignore the truth and to help others as they deceive you. So it feels like they used your wounding against you and somehow convinced you to carry the burdens, emotional burdens, shame, guilt, lack. You're not doing enough. You're too much. You're not doing enough. So this person can't, the people around you in the past, Virgo, do not know how to regulate their own emotions. You didn't either, but it feels like so they outsource how they feel to the people around them. So they're not responsible for how they feel. You're responsible. So you have to change you and keep changing you to please how they're showing up, and they show up. We all show up differently all the time. So it feels like you're constantly having to shift, delete parts of yourself, ignore parts of yourself to stay in these type of connections. It looks like in the past you started learning something new, a new way of being. It feels incredibly difficult because you'll have to overcome a lot of internal obstacles, but you take the leap of faith. Boy, this is... to get to this point and have as little resources and energy, and I feel so proud, and like the amount of courage it took for you to trust yourself and take a leap of faith towards a new way of being. Wow. Impressive. All right, Virgo, in present energy, we have the 2 of Inspiration in reverse. So of 2 of Wands in reverse. This is a lack of planning, not strategizing. What's going on? What are the most important messages that Virgo needs to know this week? There's a lack of planning. It feels like there's some hidden emotions are coming out. This feels like it's around desires. Wow. Okay. It feels like you stumble into some happiness. Whoops. I got happiness all over my new shoes. Oh, it feels like you're not planning. This feels like the universe in this present energy is creating opportunities for surprise and delight. Little hidden gems, little surprises along the way, things that are hidden. It feels like you're going along your day, and there's this energetic Easter egg surprise, delightful surprises, joyful surprises. It feels like the more you identify and validate, oh my gosh. So even the smallest surprise, something showing up that's different, maybe some type of animal or something that just like, oh my gosh. It feels like there's just so many of these possible Easter egg, and it feels like the more this sounds like something you would want to increase in your life, then the more you validate when it shows up. If something shows up and you're like, that's not delightful enough, then, or if you're like, I like that. I like that. I wasn't expecting that. It's what a wonderful, what shows up. It's like it's helping you get out of a critical mindset, like criticizing mindset, where everything you look around, you're like, well, that could be better. That's what you were around the energy of, and it looks like you've internalized some of that maybe towards yourself. Some of you might be dealing with some autoimmune issues because you are hard on yourself. The criticizing that others had, you're not enough in the past, you've internalized them, and you might also be very highly critical of your environment. And it looks like you have this opportunity to switch out those, like having an internal critic that's just constantly telling you you're not enough, shaming you, blaming you, making you feel bad. It looks like you're switching that out for an inner cheerleader, an inner coach, someone who's supportive and caring. So it feels like some internal work. As you do the internal work, things start showing up in your environment, very surprising and wonderful, and it helps you get out of some type of nightmare situation and start overcoming obstacles, moving quickly. Some of you might be moving, but it feels like a small adjustment, but has big effects in the 3D. Wow. All right, Virgo, what's hidden this week is the 10 of materials in reverse. So that's the 10 of pentacles in reverse. A lack of stability, a lack of lasting stability, a lack of abundance, lack of legacy. This could be, let's see what this could be. Ancestors, it feels like what's hidden is that you are clearing an ancestral pattern of lack, of this criticizing, of unable to move forward. It's waking up. It's ascension energy. You're waking up to a new way of perceiving your reality by raising your vibration, by choosing the path of ascension. You run your vibration at different frequencies as you raise your vibration, and you see things differently, and you make different choices from that vantage point. And okay, you're seeing things differently. It looks like you're seeing that sabotage, how you have allowed, permitted others to sabotage you, and it feels like it stems from self sabotage. Looks like you're taking over. You're no longer allowing someone to bully you. You're leading yourself. Feels like you're taking charge. I'm going to be the parent. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to lead myself out of this. It looks like you're that this path is a path of leadership, and it's an internal job that you're doing. It's by changing how you perceive yourself. It feels like for a long time you might have perceived yourself as a victim, or I have no control. The universe is against me. Nobody has my back. I'm all alone. I'm vulnerable. All those might be very true in the past, but it feels like you didn't like those stories about yourself, so you're shifting the story. I'm becoming more and more powerful. I'm learning how to parent myself. I'm leading myself. Now that I can see people clearly, more clearly than I ever have, I know I do not prefer that. So I'm going in a different direction. And it feels like the direction right now it feels very internal. I'm making decisions about who I would prefer to be going forward. All right. Virgo, the advice this week is the sun. Second time the sun has shown up in your reading this week. Joyful, happy, clarity, truth. So what advice do we have for Virgo? What's the advice this week? Koala, empathy, speak less and listen more. This reminds me of the internal story. Maybe speak less. Do you notice how you talk about who you are? Are you sharing stories of victimhood? So basically, after everything you say, you can say, so be it. Because how you are perceiving your reality, your beliefs create your reality. So do you like the story that you are telling yourself and others? If you do not like how you are showing up, you don't like being a victim, you don't like feeling stuck, how can you switch how you are talking to loosen up, to let go of that concrete way of perceiving yourself? If you want others to perceive you differently, it starts from the inside, shifting how you perceive yourself. So if you have been in more of a victim mentality, that would be, in the past, you still stay honest, but you say it in a way that doesn't keep adding a brick to, I've been a victim, they did this to me, they did that. Yes, that's true. You are accurate, but you are making it more concrete. You are not helping yourself heal. So, what's another way you can say things honestly and truthfully, but also invite in some new energy to move around? Does that make sense at all? So, I've been taken advantage of in the past, and I've gone through a lot of deceit, but I'm seeing things more and more clearly. I'm becoming more and more capable and able as I face my fears. And it's getting really exciting about inviting in these new energies of clarity and joy and happiness. And I have a lot of empathy from where I've been, and I'm really excited about where I'm going. So that feels like a lot of you would agree with that statement. That is more empowering than telling again your story from like you're still living in it, like it's still happening. So it feels like there's a lot of emotions that are coming up to be felt and released so you can move on. You might want to give those emotions some expression. Go run, scream into a pillow, scream out loud, sing it, maybe artistic expression. How can you give the energies, the emotions coming out, instead of intellectualizing it? You can like feel it, allow your body. Feelings, emotions are very bodily, and so it feels like allowing yourself to feel the hurt and the pain and flow through you until it's gone, and instead of keeping that pain alive by keeping the story alive. I think a lot of you are afraid of letting go of that story because that's all the pain of what's happened to you is the last vestige of the you that you remember, because you're shifting and changing so much. There might be some of you holding on to some pain because it's hard to change the story of who we are. Hope that makes sense. So, all right, Virgo, I hope that was helpful. Have a great week. Bye.